yeah, all these things stack up. And, by calling one thing out, I'm not going to hang my hat on that. But when I have several that stack up, I call it the mountain of evidence. It's being built, and until it gets to a point where it just can't sustain itself and it kind of just implodes. It just falls. You can't stack any more on it. And it's based on human nature. It's based on how we've been acting and what we expect from a biological mother for many, many years. And now I know that everybody has different issues and things. And some people have said, well, Candace grew up in a different environment, so she might think a little bit different. Well, that's true. We all are different, but human nature dictates that. And that's why I say, okay, I'm just going to highlight this because I'm seeing this, but she might say something later on that clarifies that, and I'll take it off the table. It's gone. I'll erase it. She might say something later on that makes that even stronger, a stronger trait of denigration. And so now my highlight, my what I underlined before now becomes a highlight. It's definitely a red flag. And so that's what we're doing as we go along. And that's how we come to our conclusion at the end. We look at everything. Some things we take off the table. Some things are now in bold and highlighted, and they're even more important. So yeah, they all stack up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out, and I love her. She said, thanks, love you too.
He said, I love you, Mama, and he said, I love you, puppies. He said, good night, Mom, I love you. Say good night to his puppies. It's time to go to bed, and he goes, okay, good night, Mama, I love you. And then he said good night to his puppies, and he went to bed.
That was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off.
Or what are you thinking?
My son doesn't run. He's not a runner. He's never run away before.
We don't know where she can be, and we're scared. We just want her home.
Are you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
It's hard not to.
Why?
I dropped her off early. I could have waited longer. She looked okay. She was walking towards the school when I saw her. It was like any other day, so I went on with my day.
We got home. Everything was pretty normal. He was playing in his room.
It's hard not to blame myself.
What has the conversation been with Jen since?
She's been a lot stronger than me.
They're amazing, but they still haven't brought my baby back.
They will. They will.
She's been holding it together really well, but it just keeps coming in waves. Just the reality keeps hitting. And we don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared. We just want her home.
Have you, literally put boots on the ground, went out?
Yeah, I even went out with the cops where I had dropped her off. And we looked all up and down the road, all along the communities, and there was nothing helpful. None of the cameras were pointing the street. Nothing, which in 2024 was surprising. The church across the street had some cameras, and they mentioned seeing her waiting around in the parking lot for a while before moving on, and that was it. But it was grainy. It was grainy footage, and not much else.
Does it seem like she walked west, east?
They said in the direction of the school. I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
So, I mean, the $1 million question, why did he go? And the other $1 million question is how.
What about some?
What was the language? Not language verbally, body language. When you dropped her off, did she seem happy? Was she like, I'm going to meet my friends?
Happy. She had a happy weekend. She just turned 13. She had her 13th birthday party.
We were having a really good weekend. He did have a really good weekend, actually.
She was happy that we were all together here, and she's just very happy. She was a happy kid. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. She brings a lot of joy to us, and we just not knowing.
So the unknown is killing you.
Yeah, it's like our whole world is upside down. And not feeling her presence here is... Sorry. It's hard.
Oh no, you're fine. Don't need to apologize. What do you want our viewers to know when they see this?
She's a sweetheart. She's a very sweet, kind girl.
You describe him.
Sweet, stubborn.
Just please be nice to her. Bring her home if you find her. Tell her that we love her. Wherever she is, I hope she's okay.
I mean, if someone were to come in contact with her and you gave me her diagnoses, would it be easy to approach her without any like agitation or anything?
Yeah. She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
If you can sum up in one complete sentence, waking up, getting ready to drop her off at school, dropping her off at school, to now speaking to me after talking to the police about her being missing for over 24 hours right now. In one complete sentence, what would that be?
A living nightmare. It's a living nightmare. Day started off like any other. And I just want to wake up and just get hit with waves of the reality. Just it's setting in. As soon as it got dark last night, we started falling apart because we knew it wasn't going to come to an end. And now we're going on 24 hours and still nothing. Just conflicting reports here and there. People say they see this or that. None of it's conclusive and none of it's helpful. We just want our baby girl back.
He was missing.
I honestly didn't notice anything that was like, oh my God, that's weird, you know? I mean, we had a really good day, you know? He wasn't in trouble at all. We went to bed on a good note. And I don't know if maybe he just wasn't saying something. But nothing... And I've gone over this so many times, I'm ill, but I didn't see or notice anything that was like red flag, you know?
Okay. He didn't have any meltdowns or anything like that seemed off.
No, he was actually really well behaved that day. He was even keel for the most part all day.